fine. Welcome to today's episode. Watching MD90 live here in Lusaka, here in Zambia. So stay tuned till the very end. Don't click out and subscribe if you haven't already.
Well, Sean Tembo took time to reflect and remember Edgar Chagwa Lungu as we head into August general elections. So Sean Tembo writes, he says, when he was president, I did not get along with Edgar Chagwa Lungu. His government arrested me 6 times, but after leaving office, we became our best friends. As if he knew he would not be around for a long time. He took every opportunity of our company to give me advice. Today, I regret that I did not befriend him for a long period. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Anyway, the future is Sean Tembo. He writes there, so simply remembering the former head of state. And then one person that is also remembered in the former head of state, but in a funny way, I don't know how to describe this, is the fugitive independent member of parliament for Petauke, Emmanuel J. Banda. If you remember, should have been now almost 3 days ago, if not a week ago, where he had a live stream and he said the ticket for 2026 August general elections is Brian Munduwile with Edgar Chagwa Lungu as his running mate, which is equal to victory. So it seems to be doubling down on that theory, and he says Plan B in motion, and he attaches a video from Eastern Province, Katete District. He says Plan B is in motion. Brian Munduwile plus Edgar Chagwa Lungu equals victory. Eastern Province, oh yeah. Katete District is doing the needful, Zikomo. So some people had gathered there in an endorsement of Brian Munduwile. And so he's doubling down. I don't know what he means by ECL. Is he going to be represented by his daughter, Tesila Lungu, or it's actually ECL, the late, to be on the ballot box? I don't see any government institution allowing that. And also him coming back to Zambia, him recontesting his seat. I suspect he's going to be arrested once he steps on the Zambian soil because he ran away from the law. It's as simple as that. Let's wait and see how that plays out. Oh yeah, I just muted the mic. But Sampa also, he was in court today. If you remember when the Chawama by-elections took place, Sampa had committed some offenses against ECZ, and that's what he's in court for. So he put up pretty much a post just a couple of hours ago, an hour ago actually, and he says about court hearing today on the Electoral Commission of Zambia complaint on me in Chawama by-election incident, case adjourned to 21st April 2026. He writes there. So the court case has been adjourned. So April, by May, Parliament will be dissolved. Most likely, once they meet in April, it's going to be adjourned until after the general elections, unless they want it to continue once the campaign periods commence. But from the look of things, this court case is just going to be postponed until further notice, until after the elections. From the look of things, that was him with his wife and a number of supporters, Gideon Windows besides him, and accompanying him at court. This was earlier before he went for the court case, where he was mingling with his kids and just having some time. That's his wife, his beautiful wife there, who accompanied him during the court case hearing. What is Frank Mutuwila weighs in on the issue of the Chawama member of parliament that seems to have endorsed President Hakainde Hichilema's works with the CDF, simply saying the loyalty of a man is tested by standing his ground. So Frank Mutuwila writes to say, you know them by their fruits. In public service, the principle is the measure of the credibility. When an elected member of parliament appears Member of Parliament appears to distance himself from the alliance that sponsored his candidacy, while publicly praising the very leadership he contested against. It raises the legitimacy of governance and concern, not a personal grievance. So simply saying it does not look well for that new member of parliament in Chawama, just barely 2 weeks after being elected. You start praising the people that you are criticizing as an opposition there. What is the Anti-Corruption Commission clears Solicitor General Matambo and Tabokawana in corruption probe. So those individuals have been cleared of their corruption cases in the UPND. So that was published by Diamond TV. It says the Anti-Corruption Commission has closed its corruption investigation against Zambia's Solicitor General Marshal Mushende and Anti-Corruption Commission Director during the media briefing disclosed that the findings from the investigations revealed that no evidence linking Mr. Mushende to bribery. Mr. Mushende was initially investigated in 2024 over allegations that he had received almost $500,000 from Konkora Copper Mines, provisional liquidator Milingo Lungu. Meanwhile, the Anti-Corruption Commission Director for Investigations, Gibson Chizanda, has described the amount involved in the allegations as substantial. The commission has also closed corruption cases involving Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo and Ministry of Information Permanent Secretary, that's Tawokawana. So those corruption cases have been closed. What is the PF considers using a special vehicle, a special purpose vehicle to hold convention? I don't know what they mean by that, because PF for recent past have been using the FDD as a special purpose vehicle for them to run on elections. So if they want to use the FDD for them to hold their convention, then what happens to the people that are currently in leadership within the FDD? Because the FDD is a separate running political party. Yes, it's part of the Tonse Alliance that is led by Given Luwinda, which won the Chawama by-elections. But if the PF decides to go and hold a convention for the FGD, which is being referred as a special purpose vehicle, then what happens to the president of the FGD? Because the FGD has got a president right now, it's got an SG within the party. So if these new people from the PF contest on the FGD ticket, what does it mean to those occupants that currently sit in the FGD? Yeah, anyway, that is what the PF is doing. Let's see how that plays out. And then obviously Kalabantu in there today conferred on a number of issues. These meetings are not new. It has happened several times where the opposition meet. As long as Kalaba has made it very clear to say he's not in getting in any alliance just to escort anybody to State House. It's either they work with him at the helm and leadership of whatever alliance they form, and they submit to him. And that's why the issue has been. So until they can come to an agreement over that, these handshakes, these meetings are just a waste of time, really. What is breaking news? Son of former Zimbabwean president allegedly shoots Gardner in unclear circumstances. So the police in South Africa have arrested the youngest son of Zimbabwe's late former president Robert Mugabe, who is facing charge of attempted murder after he reportedly shooting at a property in an upmarket suburb in Johannesburg. So 28-year-old Mugabe's son taken into custody after a 23-year-old man believed to be his gardener was shot and injured. So that's what's going on with the Mugabe family, but in South Africa there. And then obviously the church should raise and defend Zambia's constitutional rights by speaking out, not just receiving big envelopes from politicians. That's according to Given Katuta Mwelwa. That's the lady that's intending to run as an independent presidential candidate there. So simply a word towards the church. What is John Sangwa says the potential court challenge does not on delimitation unlikely to affect August elections. So it seems like there's a challenge with regard to the implementation of the new 70 new constituencies under the ECZ. But according to Sangwa, that's not going to affect the timetable of the election. The election cannot be moved in Zambian constitution. It's been timed to the date, so those elections are supposed to happen then, no further. And then obviously from 25th February 2026, all visitors to the United Kingdom who need a visa will get an e-visa only. No need for stickers in your passports, meaning you can keep your passports. That's according to the new UK regulations. I say the Daily Mail has that as the headline. And yeah, I see something about Archbishop. So peace, peace is not just the absence of war. Archbishop Banda says. So that's according to Archbishop Banda. Free education policy payoff. School enrollment sees an exponential rise. And obviously leave Lungu body alone. Luinda wonders why government wants to see the body that's in the mass newspaper. And pretty much that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good morning, good night, depending on which time zone you're watching from.